Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors at Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and this story comes from Colchester in Essex. Rest in peace to Alinjavwa Siwale, aka Swizzino. And thank you to his friend that approached us to pay respects to him in this video as well, and made sure that we could give the correct details and tell his story fairly and respectfully. Residents of an estate, it's called the Greenstead Estate in Colchester, have said they feel frightened following a man being stabbed to death in the street. Emergency services were called to Affleck Road at 12:15 AM on Friday, December the 11th, 2020, after reports that a man had been stabbed and was lying in the street. Officers attended and found the man with stab wounds, and he was sadly pronounced dead at the scene. It was confirmed that another teenager was taken to hospital with minor injuries, while a 25-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of murder and attempted murder. A large police cordon is in the area, blocking off Hawthorne Road and nearby paths and alleyways. A resident said they thought it was an accident, and they said they'd had a murder down here not long ago. And other people noted they were considering leaving the area due to the amount of violence that had been occurring. The victim was aged in his 20s and he's been identified as rapper Swizzino. Chief Inspector John Evans said the force was treating it as a targeted, isolated incident and was asking for any information from locals, including CCTV and doorbell footage. Swizzino was an up-and-coming rapper. He'd actually recently come out of prison, as he spoke about in his Black Box freestyle. Black Box is a platform that has hosted artists like Dave, and a lot of people have gone on to have a lot of success from being on that platform. In his freestyle, he talks about going to prison and also growing up in Essex and a lot of different things in relation to his previous case.
Fresh home, I'm back, I ain't new to the ends. Fresh home, I'm back, Swizz a nuisance again. Fresh home, I'm back, sent to school, all these men like. Fresh home, I'm back, I just killed it again.
Because he had previously served time for selling drugs and also stabbing a man through the lung. As an article in the paper at the time back in 2018 said, his full name is Alinjavwa Siwale, and they said in the paper that he had a son and he was going to miss the birth of his child. He admitted causing grievous bodily harm with intent, and he was sent to a Young Offenders Institute for 5 years and will have to serve at least half of that inside. He was 18 when he got arrested, so he was about 17 I think at the time. They said that he travelled to Becker's Green in Braintree on April the 9th, and he seen the victim on his own. He was approached by Swizzino and another male, and they kicked him and attacked him, and then Swizzino stabbed him. In the case of what they said in court was a mistaken identity. So Swizzino's life definitely shows the cycle that you can get stuck into. You can start getting involved in drugs and crime at a young age, and then when you go into prison and also become involved in knife crime as well. And anyone that's been involved in knife crime will tell you you are just as likely to become a victim of knife crime as you are to actually stab somebody. So another young child has lost their father, and I send my condolences to his family as well, and his partner and his young child. And this is the second murder of a young man in 2 days that we've actually covered. So I really want to hear from people what we could be doing in our local areas to help these kids stay on a better path. At the end of the day, with COVID-19 and all the restrictions that have been put in place by the government, the young people are going to be the ones that suffer. And in 2021, I want to try and help people, be that promotion or getting involved in any way, shape or form with any projects or events or anything good and constructive you have going on in the local areas. So please don't forget to get in touch with us on our social medias as well, and we'll definitely get back to you and try and help as much as we can. And I'd really appreciate it if you paid respects in the comments. Please don't forget to follow us online on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram as well. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Rest in peace to Siwale, aka Swizzino.
Are you listening? Live or let die, that's a flip of the coin. And I'm sick with this joint. And I told my young boy all my ops to my lurking, so you best be on point. On my block, man, I know where everybody is. I'm like Kevin De Bruyne. Look, a man them talk like they're really on shh, but really them west. Look, man, try to claim my boons and Sheffins. No, that can't be right. I'm talking front page of the Essex News of that dirt done, that was mine. I'm talking best streets getting cornered off. Now the town, they be talking goss. Man thought I was falling off to my slice, something turn man Van Gogh.